Okay, good afternoon, traders. Good morning, good evening. Depends, where are you? Can you hear me well? Good afternoon. Yes. Okay. Hello. Hello, Manish. Hello, Muhammad. Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. And I hope also you can see my screen. Okay. So Yeah, so let's get started with our webinars for today. Hello, Ruby from Canada. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Manish. Hello, everyone. So let's get started with our webinar today. So Tamara from UK, hi. Okay, Williams is here. Hello, Williams. Okay, so Omo from Dubai, my friend. I'm here in Dubai as well. Okay, that's great. So let's get started. Canada, a lot of traders from Canada. That's good. Okay, guys, so let's get started with our webinar for today. So today we have a very interesting workshop, or as a small workshop about developing strategies. Okay, now before we get started, I'll just quickly introduce myself. So my name is Ahmed Yousre. I'm working as the global macro strategist and forex trainer at P Prime. And before joining the trading industry, I've been in the banking industry as wealth manager. So in today's webinar, we will be speaking about what is the strategy, okay? Is there a good or bad strategy? And what is the importance of actually having a strategy? What are the indicators? And then I leave a room for the questions, and I hope I can answer all of your doubts and clarify them, okay? Now, before we get started, everyone in the trading industry, we can see a lot of millions of YouTube videos, okay? And everyone is almost saying that he's having an indicator, a super indicator, and AI indicator, I'm setting signals, and so on and so forth, right? Now, this is all of it. It is based on one single thing. Okay. Now, this thing we are going to figure it out. Okay. And we will get to know by the end of this webinar that there are very different strategies, depends on different people. Okay. We are not all the same. Okay. All the traders are not the same. I might be different than you. Okay. You may be different than me. My lifestyle is different. My risk is different. Okay. So I cannot say that there is one single strategy that follow or can, align with your risk or lifestyle. It can be for everyone. No, there is a specification. There are some conditions. There are some criteria that we need to figure it out first in order to identify what is a good strategy. Okay. Now, Kristen, you have a question. Okay. Now, good morning, Muhammad. Okay. So before we start with definition of a strategy, okay, I would like you, as usual, to describe where are you at the moment of your trading journey, okay? Are you in a profitable trading journey, or are you break even, or are you losing your money? So in order to answer this question, okay, let me just have a poll, and I will launch this poll, and I encourage every one of you to answer, because this is going to help me a lot to explain in a good way. Okay? Okay. So, Kitul, can you hear me right now? Much more better? Can you hear me right now? Okay, okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Profitable. Okay. Profitable, break even, losing. Now, we have 62% of people in this webinar are losing their money. We have 23% in a break even, and we have 13% are profitable. Okay. Now, the people or the percentage of people losing money in trading, definitely it's way more than people in break even or profitable. Okay. Why is the reason? Now, this is usually, it is something that is normal in this industry. So for people who are voting as losing, that's okay. Okay. I've been losing in trading. Okay. Just to let you know, 4 years, 4 years losses in trading. Okay. I tried everything, everything. It didn't work. Okay. Now, this is something normal. Why? Because this is phase one. This is phase one from your trading journey. No trader on the earth has started his trading journey with profit. And if he started with a profit, this is not going to last long. Okay? You should confirm that. This is number one. We have to lose. Okay? Now, in order to move to phase two, which is break even, okay, this is the phase two. You have to do something. And in order to move to phase three, which is everyone end objective, okay, you also have to do something. Now, in this webinar, we are just speaking about what? About strategies, right? So if you have a strategy and if you have a good risk management plan, I guarantee for you that you will jump from being loser to a break even. You would tell me, oh my God, now I will have a strategy and I'll practice the strategy and I will have rules and I'll have risk management. And after all of that, I will be break even. 100% you will be break even. Okay. Now, what is the secret to jump to phase three? Okay. So jumping to phase three, it requires the psychology management. Okay. Just to magic strategy. There is no magic strategy, my friend. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Okay. Break even, it means that you maybe do earn some profit. Maybe you have made a $1,000 this month. Next month, you lost them. Okay. So you're just slightly above, but below. Okay. You are not consistently able to make profit. So you make some money, $200, and then you lose them. You make $300, and then the next position, you lose them. So you're break even. Okay. So your losses are equal to your wins. Okay. Okay. So you have to lose. And after you lost, you started to, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm just going to learn. Okay, so we start to search on a lot of videos on the YouTube and seeing a lot of traders, they speak, and someone is making $10,000 or $20,000 per day and so on. Is that real? Yeah, it's real. Okay. What is common? What is common between all the successful traders? All of them, they have a rules-based strategy. All of them, they have a strict risk management plan. But what differentiate the professional trader from a normal trader is the last step, which is the most important step from my perspective. Okay, which is what? Which is the psychology management. Okay, this one. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the rules-based strategy. Okay, risk management is something else. Psychology management is something else. Okay, now my turn. Now, in this short, very 1 hour, I'm trying to let you jump from this phase to this phase. How? I'll tell you. Anyhow, if you're expecting that I'm going to give you a magic strategy, there is no magic strategy, and I'll prove to you. Okay, there is no magic in trading. Okay, there is no shortcuts. Okay, okay. Now, if you are having rules-based strategy and you have a good risk management plan and you are able to control yourself, your emotions, this is what we call it in trading, is that you have an edge. Having an edge, you know, when you can jump to the market, you pick up the profit and then you leave. Okay? Because the normal trader will jump to the market, he will pick up the profit, he will not leave. He will try again. I need more. I need more until he blown up his account because he couldn't control himself. So he is losing this part. Although he's a good trader, he has a good rules-based strategy. He has made $1,000, two trades, successful trades, shut down and leave. No, 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 I'll continue. Okay. Because this is like a greedy person. He's not able to control his love to the money. So he's like, every time I will go to the market, I'll make money. It's not like that. Okay, someone, maybe he's having a good rule-based strategy. He lost once, he lost twice, he lost three times, four times, five times, and over. If you lost three trades, then it's not your day. It's normal. Now he's feeling anger. Then he start to do a revenge trading. So, okay, now let's focus on this part, which is the rules-based strategy. Why I'm explaining this? Because it's very important for you to understand that strategy, it is not a successful trading factor. Okay, for successful trading, meaning that you have to be consistently profitable. To be consistently profitable, one factor of this entire equation, it's just your strategy. Okay, and it's not like it's just 20%. Okay, not more than this. Now, okay. Now, I would like to give you another poll. And for this poll, okay, I would like you also to give me an answer. This poll is very simple and it's only about, do you have a strategy or you don't have a strategy? Okay, now let me share with you the the poll right now in order to see whether do we have here strategy or we don't have strategies? Okay, now this is over. Okay, this is over. Let me just open another poll. Okay, so here, let's launch this and please give me your answers. Yes, no. Okay. 60% they don't have a strategy, 40% they have a strategy. Okay. And this actually explains to me why a lot of people were in break even and a lot of people were in losing because you don't have a strategy. Okay, this is one factor. I have tried many strategies, but nothing consistent. Of course, 100%, 100%. Okay, MK, it is fine. Okay, I'll tell you what to do. Okay, great. So I have 43% or 42%, or let's say 40% they have a strategy, and 60% they don't have a strategy. Okay, so what is the difference between a person or a trader who is trading without rules and someone who is trading with rules? Okay, now the equation in the trading is very simple. If you want to be a profitable, you need to avoid unnecessary losses. What do I mean by unnecessary losses? Now, sometimes people they say, okay, if the market is going up, 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 up until it will reach a level, it must go down. Okay, so they sell. Okay, and the next day you find that the price didn't go down, the price continued, right? Now, the person who knows when to sell, he has a written rules in front of him. He has some confirmation. He has seen some pattern before, and he sees that these patterns are working 80%, 90% of the time. I have seen this before. It might happen again. Okay? So if this thing didn't happen in front of him, he's not going to sell. Okay? While the other person who does not know the rules, he didn't see the patterns, he didn't see anything repetitive happening in front of him, he would sell just to know like if something goes up very high, it will drop. Okay? These are the rules. So the person without rules, now he's in loss. The person who is profitable, he didn't enter the market. So he avoided unnecessary losses, right? Good. Unnecessary losses, we can avoid it, okay, by having a clear pattern, conditions, or timing. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question and please write your answers in the chat. Do you have a specific time for trading or no? Do you just open the chart at any point of time and then you trade or no? Yes or no? Okay. Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Okay. Yes. No, I don't have any specific time frame. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now, let me tell you one thing. We as a traders, what do we want? Okay. Think about it like this. Change your perspective on trading. Do you think that this scenario is better or this scenario? I'll draw two scenarios. Do you think this scenario is better? Okay. Or this scenario is better? Which one is better for you, A or B? If you are entering into a trade of buy. Okay. So let's assume that you have entered a buy trade. Okay. For example, here, and you entered buy trade, for example, here. Which scenario do you prefer? A. Okay. B. A. Okay. Now, B is better. A is better. A lot of, confusion is happening here. Now, of course, it's not B. You know why it's not B? Because simply speaking, in order to make profit, you need volume in the market. Now, this trade, what's happening here? You have entered the market, and now the market is going up, going down, then going up, and then small candle going down and then going up and then so on. At the end, if you zoomed out your chart, you will find yourself, you are in a sideway. The market is not moving. Okay. If the market is not moving, you are losing money. Okay. This happens, okay, when? This happens actually when the market has opened and everything has entered the market, institutions enter the market, and now the market is settled. Okay. When the market opens or the market closes, there is a lot of volume in the market. A lot of people are trading, the institutions, JP Morgan, and so on. Yeah, it could be news as well. It could be news as well. Okay. Now there's a difference between volatility and volume. Okay. It could be news, it could be market open, it could be market close, it could be anything. Okay. But there are specific timing, okay, when the market opens or pre-sessions, okay, where there is a lot of volume. So once you enter a trade here and then the market start to push higher, okay, believe me, your emotion now is controlled because the market goes into your favor. In this scenario, you are trying to, survive, but your emotion at the end would beat you because sometimes it turns into profit, and then after 1 hour, it turns into loss. Profit, loss, profit, loss, profit, loss. Then you are like, what should I close at loss? Should I wait? You don't know because the market is not giving you a clear direction because there is no volume because you choose wrong timing. Okay. So strategy, it's not only based on the tactics, indicators, or price action. It also should be based on timing. You should choose what time that you should trade. You should trade where the market is moving, not when the market is stable, okay, or not moving, or have no volume. Okay, this is one thing that's important. Okay, Okay, so if there is no clear pattern, no conditions, no timing, 100% you will lose. Okay. And if you don't have a clear pattern or conditions or timing, or you don't have rules in front of you, okay, this is known as gambling. Okay. Here you say, okay, the gold is going up. Why? I don't know, but I feel. Okay. Feeling is gambling. Okay. We cannot trade with feeling. And then, in order to fix these issues, the issues of gambling or the gambling mentality, okay, you should have rules. Once you have the rules, you need to figure out a high probability setup. So, for example, let me tell you one thing, okay? A small thing, okay? No gambling, please. Of course, we don't need a gambling, okay? Who wants a gambling, okay? Now, what is the high probability setup? This term, you will hear it a lot in YouTube videos. High probability setup, high probability setup. What is the high probability setup? Okay, let me show you one thing, simple thing. Do you guys aware of the uptrend? Okay, what are the uptrends? If yes, please say yes. If no, please say no. Yes, 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 yes. Of course, I will share my journey. I will tell you what I've done. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's great. Now, I'll tell you one thing about high probability setup. Okay, this is an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows, right? Good. It's very simple. So here we have a high. Here we have a low, here we have a higher high, here we have a higher low, and higher high, and higher low, right? Now, the market is pushing higher. Now, if you want to take a position, would you take a position as a buy or sell? The first thing, first clear thing, buy or sell. The market is going higher, okay? Buy. Good, buy. That's excellent. Now, rules, buy, of course, buy, okay? Now, at which point would you take a buy? On the highs or on the lows? Point A or point B? Where you take your buy? B, of course, B. You know why? Because this is an uptrend. So we are in a probability game, right? So it means what? It means there is a high probability that if the market didn't break below this level, okay, and then we started to see green candles appearing here, okay, this means there is a high probability that the market will push higher, okay? So I will take a buy position from here. I'm setting my stop loss here, and then I'll take buy. I'm just giving an example, just giving an example, okay? This is a high probability setup. Okay, that's it. Very simple. Okay. Now, but issues is when there is a charge. Forget about the charge and the BOS. Now, I'm just giving an example. I'll tell you what you need to do in order to make a successful strategy. Okay. Now, so if there is a high probability setup and you started to practice, you will know that your entries are going to be better. Your entries are going to be better. And you know exactly when to exit. Okay? Because guys, believe me, the market gives you signals. The market gives you signals, not the Telegram groups. The market itself, the candlesticks, okay? It tells you a lot of things, okay? But the issue is that we are not able to, or we don't want to do a huge effort in order to watch the market, okay? So my issue after entry management and exit. Okay, this is this is trade management, okay? Not a strategy. If you know when to enter, this is good. Okay. If you have a better entries at exit and you started to do this over days, every day, every single day, and you started to make some conditions for you that I'm going to trade when the New York market opens. Okay, I will only trade if there is, okay, a trend, a clear trend, higher highs and higher lows. I will buy when the high, when the price, hit the lows. Okay, and I will go out, exit the trade when I have a 1 to 2 profit ratio, for example. These are simple three rules. Stick to them. Okay, this is a strategy. Okay. And if you have a strategy and you are practicing this strategy, your profits are going to be more than losses. Okay. But now, do you think that this is enough? Of course, no. This is not enough. Okay. Because if your profits are more than losses, okay, you would have some external factors that want to ruin your life, destroy you, which is yourself. Being greedy, overconfident. Okay, I know what's going to happen next. You start to, excess, doing in excess risk. Okay, a lot of risk. You start to gamble. You started to, let the emotion control you. Your profits will be gone. And then you would say, the strategy is not working. Not the strategy. The strategy is working. You are the one who are not able to control yourself. Okay? So I hope till this point everything is clear. I just want you to know the map because this is very important. Okay? Okay. Daniel, he's saying we need indicators. Okay? Psychology really matter. Psychology is 90% of your success. 90%. Okay? Okay. Now, let's jump to definition of the trading strategy. So I just give you a quick example of the trading strategy, the uptrend and the low trend. Okay, if the market is going higher, making higher highs, there's a high probability that the market is continue to, make a higher high, and then I'll buy, I'll take my profit, and then I leave. Okay, this is a rule-based strategy. Now, how you can develop your own strategy. Now, guys, it's really important that you sit with yourself and make everything realistic. Okay, how many of you has started his trading journey with $100 with the aim to make it a 1,000 in 1 month? Okay, no one? No one has tried this? Okay, okay, 150 push to 1,000. Okay, okay. Now, guys, we need to understand the reality of trading. Before you do something, you need to figure it out. You need to understand what's trading. So, guys, trading is not for the smartest people on the earth. It is not for the genius people. It's not a rocket science. I would tell you, okay, for one thing, and you might not believe me, trading is very easy. Very easy. Okay? You know what's the issue? The issue is yourself. That's it. That's it. Very simple. Okay? So if you have Googled on YouTube, on Google or YouTube or whatsoever, write the most successful modern traders in the world. Okay? You will find a lot of people, okay? Like Fabio, like Tiddy Trade, like Raja Banks. All of these people, they have proven a payout from prop firms and they have issued they have released their bank statements, okay? All of these things, okay? These people are really getting money. They are making billions of money from trading, okay? And if you see, every single one is using a different strategy. No two traders from the top 10 traders nowadays in 2025, they are using the same strategy. Okay? One is a swing trader. One is a scalper. Someone is having an 80% win ratio using the 1 minute strategy. Believe me, 1 minute. Okay. And he has made $1 million in 1 year payout. He is using 1 minute strategy. The other girl that she is working as a, full-time trader, swing trader. Okay. She only takes trades on the 4 hour chart for days, billions of money. Okay. She is using another strategy. Okay. So all the strategies work. What makes the strategy does not work is only you. Okay. Now, I want to identify the strategy or make a strategy that suits my lifestyle. Now, this is to identify your strategy. You need to know what are the type of trading or the trading styles that we have. So we have four different type of trading styles. We have the positions traders. Those people are very comfortable to leave the positions for months. Okay. So once they do the analysis, they go for longer time frames. Okay. Maybe monthly or weekly. Okay. I can leave my positions for weeks, for months. I'm okay with that. Okay. Now, usually a lot of traders, when we say the word traders, okay, it is like very rare to find someone who is a position trader. Okay. You might find a swing trader. Swing trader is someone who is also opening a position for maybe few days. Okay. Then you will do the analysis on the daily chart and execute on the 4 hour chart. Okay. Now for the day traders is someone who is opening a position and close it on the same day. They will use a shorter time frame. Okay. Maybe 4 hours and execute on 1 hour. Okay. And the scalpers. Okay. So the scalpers, they have a very short time frames. This time frame, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 minute. Now, every one of these styles has its own risk. Okay, so you should know that if you are a scalper, okay, it's because you are taking like 20 pips, 30 pips, and then you go out from the market. You also might lose 20 pips, 30 pips in 1 minute. So you should understand this. Okay, are you comfortable with that or not? Okay, if you are a day trader, okay, would you be able to see your position losing for the entire day? Okay, you don't know, okay, because you are looking for a day. Swing traders, are you comfortable with leaving a position that is, in a loss for 4 or 5 days and you'll not get panic? Okay. If you're a position trader, are you comfortable with this? With months of losses? Okay. You should understand, you should speak to yourself. Okay. What I like to do. Okay. Me personally, I'm a scalper. Okay. I enter the market 5, 10 minutes per day and then I leave. Okay. Now, once you understand, so we need to find the time frame suitable to our lifestyle and get teacher masters in those time frames. Exactly. This is the first step. What is your lifestyle? Okay. I am working for a broker. I'm working for P Prime, right? I am 24 hours in front of the chart. I'm from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Dubai time. I'm in front of the chart. I'm writing the report. I'm watching the news. Okay. So the chart is here in all the entire day. Okay. So that's, I believe I don't have any issues for me. Okay. I have the closing of Tokyo in front of my eyes. I have the opening of London in front of my eyes. I have the opening of New York in front of my eyes. And then I go home. Okay. So everything is in front of me. Now, maybe you are working as a full time. Okay. And maybe you are not able to use your phone, or maybe you're not able to analyze the chart. You don't have the time for that. So at that point of time, you might be looking for something longer term, day trading, for example. You might do the analysis once you go home, and then once the market open, you execute your trade. Okay. So this is the first thing. Okay. Okay. Is that cool? So you need to understand what is your lifestyle. Okay. Now, is it only the lifestyle? Of course, no. Okay. Now you need to understand what is your risk capacity. What's the risk capacity? So risk capacity means that I might be having $50,000 in my bank account. Okay. Maybe one of you would be having $500,000 in his bank account. Maybe another one would have $1,000 in his bank account. Now, from the $50,000 in my account, if I opened a trading account with $5,000, okay, and I lost them, okay, I am capable, okay, to lose this money because I still have $45,000. So I will not like be sleeping at home. I will be able to pay my bills. I will take care of my family. Nothing is going to affect my obligations. So I can take higher risk. Okay. Now, if I'm speaking about someone who is just having $2,000 in his bank account, okay, and he has bills, he has some responsibilities, and he opened a trading account with $1,000 and he lost them. So he only left with $1,000 to satisfy or to meet his needs and his family obligations. This is very risky. So at that point of time, you have to be very careful and you have to choose something that is not highly risk. So trading entirely, generally, it's a high risk industry. However, there are some styles in the trading that is much more riskier than other styles. Okay, can you share with us about important factor in choosing copy trading? Of course, I will do. Okay, now, any questions so far for this point? Okay, no, good. Now, let's jump to the next thing. Okay, what I will show to you right now, I will show you a pattern that is happening in the market. Okay, okay, and this strategy is a very well-known strategy in the market. Okay, and I believe that you have heard about it, which is the trend breakout. Okay, the break of the trends. Okay, a lot of people have heard about this. Okay, and I will show you this pattern on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, on the daily, on the 15 minutes, even on 1 minute. Okay, it works. Okay, but there are conditions for that. Okay, now let me show to you. Let's jump to the chart. Okay, and let me make it more practical now. Things are going to get okay. Now, this is the the gold. Okay, now, or let me show you the Bitcoin. Okay, here's the Bitcoin, for example. Okay, now if I come on the daily chart of the Bitcoin, okay, and you if you are a day trader or a position trader or a swing trader, okay, you can draw a trend line like this. Okay, now we know that if the trend line has more than three touches, okay, or three touches, it's a strong trend line. So we can see here what we can see. We can simply see here that we have touch, we have another touch, we have another touch, we have another touch. In this touch, the price didn't pull back. Okay, the price goes down. So imagine that you are a trend breakout trader. Okay, you would have made a lot of money in this. Believe me, it's a lot of money. Okay, now this is on the daily chart. Now let's jump to the 4 hour chart. Okay, same thing. Okay, on the 1 hour chart, okay, you would find a lot of breaks because now we are dealing with what? With shorter time frames. So you can see here, this is a short-term trend. What you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go down. Okay, this is another what? Okay, another trade. Now, if you do something like this here, for example, okay, I'll just prove to you that it's a strategy. Okay, so we can see here we are making higher highs and higher lows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the price breaks, retested, and then goes down. Okay, this is one thing. Now, this was my strategy. Okay, and I've been like waiting for the break, but I find that like I'm not the person who wait. Okay, I want something quick. I want something that is happening every single day. Okay, now I decided to add more confirmation. So this, because one of my friends here, he said, okay, uh, let me check the name. MK, he said, it not always work. I agree with you. It's not always work because there is no 100% strategy that is always work. Okay. Now, if I want to make something that is always work, this is impossible, but you can make it high probable to work. Okay. Up to 90%, up to 80%. If the trend is broken, then most probably, if the uptrend is broken, most probably we are going down. So I will sell. Okay. So there is not always, ICT is not working all the time. Okay. Nothing is working 100%. We are in a probability game, guys. Okay. So I decided to use the moving average. Okay. And I noticed that in the market. Okay. Now there is a trend. This trend has been broken. And I noticed that once the moving average, the 20 moving average, okay, so usually people use the 20 moving average, okay, and they use the 50 moving average, okay. So they use 20 and they use 50. Okay, like this. So I noticed that, okay, I said I need to make it high probable setup. So I said, okay, now we have a trend. The trend has been broken. I will not enter when the trend is immediately broken. What I will do, I need a confirmation. This confirmation, it will be when there is a crossover between the EMA 20 and the EMA 50. If there is a cross between them, I will enter the trade. If not, I will not enter. So I decided to write my rules. So here is my rules. Now, how can I write the rules that I have? So the rules would be something like this. Okay, so I would say number one, for example, let me just change the color. Okay, number one. Okay, I will follow the trend break. Okay, now what's the trend break? I need to define the trend. The trend, okay, I need at least 3 touches. Okay, now if the trend is broken, I will not enter the trade. I need a confirmation from the crossing of 20 to 50. Okay, if there is a cross, okay, I would sell. And I'll set my stop loss as like 30 pips, for example. Okay, if there is a trade that the price go back to the stop loss, I enter another trade. Okay, but the condition must be met. So I created a strategy for myself. Okay, does this strategy work for gold as well? So if I get correctly with micro budget, we go or often trading pattern to improve our trading fund value. Yes, 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 yes. Does this strategy work for gold? It works for everything. Works for everything. The strategies works for everything. Okay? I'm not teaching you this. Don't apply this strategy. It's not as that simple. Okay? And I'll just let you know, okay, I have changed it completely, this strategy. Okay? And I'm using now a very simple strategy with no indicators. Okay? Now, okay, so this is a type of trading, okay, or a type of strategy, okay? And by the way, there is the girl who's in YouTube. Her name is Teddy Trade, okay? This is her strategy. Trade breaks, okay? She's waiting for the trend to be broken, and she enters the trade with no confirmation, with no moving averages. But every time, Okay? She makes millions of money. Tory Trade or Terry Trade, something like this. I think it is, her name is Terry Trades, something like that. Okay. Tory Trades, I don't know, young girl. Yeah, she's a young girl, but she's having a lot of information when it comes to trading. She has a successful strategy. So why we don't learn from her? She has a rule book for her strategy. So if you watched her explaining her strategy, the trend breaks, she is having a rule. Okay. Yes, her uncle taught her. So we need to understand that every single strategy works in the market. Okay. But how you apply it and how you make it suitable for you, this is the most important thing. Okay. Now, there is also one thing that you can notice here. Now, I'm dealing here on a 1 hour time frame. What if I am a scalper? So if I am a scalper, I'm not going to, watch the 1 hour time frame. I might go for the 15 minutes. Okay. Now, in the 15 minutes, if you guys would like to go for the gold, okay, okay. So for example, I have here what? A downtrend, one, two, three, broken, right? Crossing of the moving average 25, you got all this profit, right? Now I can, because I'm using the 15 minutes trading time frame, I can make this half. Like instead of 50, I'll make it 25. Okay, and I'll make this 10. Okay, and this is my settings. Okay, so the cross started from early from here, not from here. It started early. Okay, so I have one confirmation is the cross of moving average. So now I can have my bias that the market is bullish, but I need a confirmation. What's my the second confirmation? The trend should be broken. Now the trend should be broken. Moving average is crossing. Now what's the third thing? What is the timing? When do I trade? Now, 16 Dubai time, it is the pre-New York session. Okay. A lot of volume happens in this time. Okay. Pre-New York session. So a lot of volume, trend broken, moving average, done. Okay. So this is a type of strategy that is how you can build it according to the time frame, because you cannot use the moving average for 50 candles, okay, on the 15 minutes. On the 15 minutes, I just need like 25 moving average with 10 moving average. I just need to see them crossing. Okay, this is how you can adjust your trading strategy based on your lifestyle or your trading style. Now, what about 5 minute shorts? Same thing, same thing. Okay, don't go below 10.25. Don't go below this. Okay. Now, would you execute on 15 minutes? Yes, I execute on 15 minutes. Okay. Now, to let you one thing, okay, I'll just let you to know one thing. Now, I've seen that there is a lot of indicators that people are using incorrectly, or people depend on the indicator only. Or some people, they are selling indicators that is based on AI and they give you the signals. Once you see the signal, please enter the market. Okay? Guys, please, please, please don't buy any indicators that is based on AI or that shows you some signals or whatever. Okay? Some of them, it might work, but how it's going to work, it is based on your knowledge of the price action. Believe me, you don't need indicators. You don't need any expensive tools. You don't need anything. You just need to understand the price action. Simple. The entire trading, and I'll repeat it again, it is supply and demand. That's it. Very simple. Support and resistance. That's it. Okay. So don't let anyone tell you that I'm using a lot of indicators and this indicator requires a subscription per month of $50 and it will give you like a 90% correct signal. It's false. This is false. Okay. So once again, please time frame 15 minutes. No, no, no. If you are using 15 minutes, okay. So you have 10 EMA. This is the short term, and this is 25 EMA. Okay. This is what you only have to use. Got this change given to chart lines. I'm sorry, Daniel. I didn't get your question. What is the MVA chart lines? Okay, so yeah. So moving averages, if you want to use the moving average 20, 50, use them on 1 hour, okay, 1 hour, 4 hour, okay, or daily. If you want to use on a shorter time frame, then use 25, okay, and 10 EMA, okay, for 15 minutes and below. Okay. No, no, no. I'll tell you about the copy trading system and everything. Okay. Now let me continue. Let me continue. Now, okay. So what I am actually, if you want to know what I'm doing in the market, okay, how do I trade? Okay. As simple as that, I remove everything. Okay. I don't need anything of this. Now, simply speaking, what I do in my trading, okay, it is solely something based on the price action. Okay, I don't trade indicators. I don't trade any of these things. Okay, so what I do is that I just open two charts like this. Let me let me do this. Okay, okay, guys, but please, again, this is something just only for education. Okay, do not expect that you are going to apply that strategy and then it's gonna work 100%. It took me 5 years. Remember that. It took me 5 years. Okay, so just 1 minute. Okay, so okay. Now, what you can see here is that I have a 30-minute chart on my right-hand side, and I have a 15-minute chart on my left-hand side. What I usually do in the market when the market is about to open, okay, I usually do a simple thing, which is I just identify the recent support and resistance. So for me, the price is not able to reject above this level. Okay, and the price is not to break below this level. So the market is what? The market is now consolidating in this area, right? Now, so this is my support and this is my resistance. Is that clear? Simple as that. So as you can see here that we are on the 15-minute chart, okay? I'm just adjusting the resistance, so it's here. Okay, so definitely this is not a good trading time. Why? Because the market is consolidating. The market is consolidating after the price has deeply dropped down. So what I would like to see, simple thing, okay? This is the support and this is the resistance. Once the market opens, I would like to see a candle that is either bullish candle or bearish candle. If it's a bullish candle, I would like to see a bullish candle closing here. Sorry. I would like to see a bullish candle closing above this level. If there is a bullish candle closing above this level, okay, I would like to confirm on the lower time frame that there is a bullish candle also is closing above. Once the candle is closing, there is a high probability that the market has break this consolidating level and is going higher. So what is my target? This is my target. The highest level here up to this level, I'll take my trade. Okay, my stop loss is going to be below the resistance level, and that's it. Okay, Believe me, it's just that simple. I told you the strategy. Of course, there is a confirmation between the 30 minutes time frame and the 20 minute and the 15 minutes time frame. This is something that we have to learn. We cannot speak about it right now, but 80% win rate was my increase. Like there is an increase in my win rate of 80% since I simplified everything. I'm not using RSI, I'm not using the MACD, I'm not using any of these things. I'm just waiting the price to break above or to break below a consolidation area, and then I take my trade. I'm just targeting 100 pip, 80 pip, 50 pip, whatever the market is going to give me according to the range, and that's it. I leave. Okay? Think about this. Okay? You just need what? Is this any time, specific times? Of course, I told you. New York, London, opening. Okay, and sometimes Tokyo as well. Okay, now as you can see, the market before the market opens, there is a lot of consolidation. Now, some people are asking me about the wicks below. Okay, so when there is a trade that I'm going to take, okay, I cannot take the trade and I didn't see a full candle closing here. So if the candle has closed here, I'll wait for the retest and then I go with it. Okay, so this candle rejection has been already over, and then the market is most probably is going to continue bearish. If the candle has closed here above, then there is a high probability that the market is going to continue bullish. Where? To the next resistant level. Okay, that's it. Very simple. So if the price breaks above below this, I will stop here because I can see here this is a clear support level. That's it. Just take one candle per day. Okay, this is what all you need in the market. Leave, take your profit. That's it. Okay. And why I'm choosing specifically New York and London, the biggest two markets in the world has opened, guys. What do you think of the candle would look like? The candle is not going to be a small candle. Okay. The candles are going to be something like this. Okay. This was the market opening and it was NFP. Okay. It news. Okay. So you can see the difference here, guys. Okay. So if I just zoomed out, okay, what I am targeting, I'm not targeting these small candles to trade them. This is scenario A the scenario B that I showed to you. I'm targeting, okay, this candle. I'm targeting this candle. I'm targeting these, okay? Because if you can see this candle on the 30 minutes time frame, so it is simple. See, if this is the 30-minute time frame, right? So this is the resistance. This is the support. I was waiting for the 30 minutes. Now let's go for the 15 minutes. See, the 15 minutes has already closed above everything here. I took my trade from here. I put my stop loss here. The price, boom. And then I closed my trade here because there is the second range. That's it. Very simple. Okay, believe me, it is working 100%. Yeah. So we have questions here. In your experience at the 30-minute and 15-minute combination, we can also look at 1 hour and 15 minutes as a combination. No, 30 minutes and 15 minutes, it is the best. If you mastered how you can combine them together. Okay, because the 1 hour, it is 4 candles. So the 1 hour is 4 15 minutes candles. So you will be looking at 4 candles at the same time in order to know the confirmation. But the 30 minutes, it's just 2 candles. Okay. So if you just have 2 candles, okay, then if the first candle has closed bullish and the 30 minutes is continue going up, okay, then most probably the second half of the 15 minutes is going to continue bullish. So you take your trade and you put your stop loss below this candle. And then if it's a fake breakout, okay, what will happen? Your stop loss will be very low. Okay, you will not lose that much. Okay. Do you only trade support and resistance? Are you aware of smart money concept to take us through the at your convenience time. No, actually, guys, one thing, okay, one thing about SMC, ICT, ST model, SB model, it is all of it. What's the core? Your audio keeps cutting. Guys, can you hear me well? Or it's just issue for MK? My voice is cutting? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So MK, I think if you have an issue connection. Yeah, so for SMC, for SK, for the ICT, guys, it's all based on supply and demand, support and resistance. It's just a change of the names. Okay. I have gone through ICT, I've gone through SMC, the turtle soup, a lot of things. So the turtle soup model is something from the ICT, which is based on the false breakout. Okay. So it's the same thing. I don't want to look, I have complicated my trading to the part that I was in debt because of trading. Okay. And literally, I was overcomplicating about the indicators. I'm using multiple indicators, multiple strategies, multiple time frames. It is as simple as that. Support, resistance, and that's it. Okay. I'm not going to go through the SMC. I'm not going to go through the ICT, all of these things. Everything works. Yes, everything works. I'm not a big fan of complicating things. Okay. I find that trading is simple. We just need to practice. That's it. Okay, guys. Now I'm done with that. Okay. Anyone would like to ask me questions? Now you have, guys, 10 minutes for questions. Please let me know. Any questions so far? Copy trading. Okay, for the copy trading, yeah. Yeah, see, I would like to, Pure Prime has a very interesting copy trading platform. You can go for it. You can choose the perfect mood that suits you, okay? Because there are different moods. Be careful of that. Once you choose the copy trading or the copier, choose a copier who is having published high win rate according to your risk, because some of them they have a high win rate, but they are risky. So you just identify what's the good, copier or signal provider that you are going to follow. Okay. And at the beginning, just to try with a small amount. Okay. Don't put a lot of money with one signal provider. Once you have some profit on $100 or $200, okay, then you can put further money. Okay. So copy trading is something good that you can also learn from. Okay, so you know why he take this trade and so on. You started to analyze these trades. Why did he take out this? What was wrong and so on? Because these people, they make money. Yes, they have good strategies and they apply it well. So try the copy trading, but my idea is that you try it at a first of all, like a small amount of money. Choose the best mood for you. Testify like the signal provider if he's good and he is suitable for your strategy, for your risk and so on, then go ahead. Okay. How long you have been using the techniques 15, 30 minutes breakout? 1 year. Proof of the budding and the what looks your balance curve with the breakout strategy? Balance curve for this breakout strategy for what? For the support and resistance? Yeah, yeah. See, so at the beginning, when I started this strategy, I was actually not able to catch the right candle. So my stop loss was always hit. Okay. So after that, after a lot of practice, I've been like practicing this strategy, I said, for almost 1 year or above than this. Okay. I started to know okay, this candle looks like it's going to continue higher because it's just a game of probability. Okay. So at that point of time, my balance at the beginning was actually negative. Okay. but I have now, like I would say my balance has increased by 80% since I know exactly how to combine the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, do you close when you see your signal provider is losing? Yes, you can close 100%. Okay, so let me just remove this because I want to use the mouse. So you can see with the normal camera, you can see me with the normal camera, guys. Okay, because I was using the pad. Just 1 minute. Okay, so okay, so here. Okay, let's remove the drawings. Let's put this here. I'll just show you one quick thing. Okay, so this is the 30 minutes time frame. Okay, let's do the same thing that we have done before. Okay, and I'll go here. I will open another chart. Okay, so what usually I do, how I do identify the support and resistance. Now, as you can see here, it's clear that the price is not able to break this, okay, and the price is not able to go above this, okay? So this is the current 30 minutes candle, okay? Now, what I want to see is I want to see a break above this level. Now, as you can see here, the market is about to open. We just have 1 hour, 30 minutes. Okay. But you can see that it might be a false breakout. It might be a correct breakout. I don't know. But this candle seems like to have a lot of volume. But I'm not going to enter the trade until I see a clear breakout and a candle that close above this line. If the candle has closed above this line, then most probably, if I broke this consolidation, the price is most probably going to continue higher. Okay? Because it was support and resistance, the resistance has been broken. So where are you going? If the resistance has been broken, where are you going? Okay? Higher. If the support has been broken, okay, if the resistance has been broken, so you are going higher. If the support has been broken, so you are going lower. As simple as that, right? So, okay. Yeah, I totally understand. I just give you a clear idea about a strategy. So I cannot teach you a strategy right now, guys, because this is something that would take a lot of time. Okay, in order to give you a clear strategy that you want to apply it, then I need to go with you from the basics. And taking you from the basics is something that is requires a lot of session. Now, I have a good news for you guys. So by 2026 on Jan, we are going to launch a community for traders where we are going to put all of the strategies from our experts and we are going to teach you everything in terms of courses, beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level, and we are going to take you through live trading sessions. So this is going to be on the next year. Yeah, so we are preparing for that, okay? Because the 1 hour webinar is not going to give you that information that you're looking for, okay? So here, okay, I have, I can see that, okay, there is a potential that this candle might break above this. If it breaks and close above this, the 30 minutes, so I'm assuming that the price is going to continue higher, okay? Just guys wait and see, okay? So as you can see, here is a break, but there is no close. There is no close above. Still, I want to see, okay? So let's see if the 15 minutes candle and the 30 minutes candle is above this resistance level, then most probably the price is going to continue higher. I'll just wait for the retest and then I'll go with it till this level. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't have a lot of things to say. Just thank you. I hope you enjoyed the session. I know that. Thank you so much. It's easy, guys. Easy. Trading is easy. Okay. Remember that. So as you can see here, we have a lot of volume. You know why? Whereas there is a lot of volume now? Because the US market has started. So a lot of volume, as you can see here. This is what I want. I need these candles. Okay. So this is one of the most important thing that you should put in your strategy, the timing. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day. My pleasure. Thank you. You too, guys. You too, Muhammad. Thank you so much. I'm hosting webinars on a weekly basis. So yes, if there is a webinar, it's going to be me. The recording is going to be sent. It will be published on the website. Okay. And guys, once you please done with this webinar, please watch this candle and see the retest and see where the market price is heading to. Okay. You might be learning a very simple strategy in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys. See you. Have a lovely day. So the recording will be shared with you guys. Okay. Or you're going to find it on the website of PO Prime. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. A great candle. I missed that trade, guys. Okay. Yeah, let's see you guys. Bye bye.